All right, Merry 4th of July, YouTube. Now, I wanted to go to work today, but they said that we couldn't go to work today. I needed the time and a half or the holiday pay or whatever it was. For whatever reason, I'm not there, so. What I was gonna do is a few things to the Acura, and I got caught playing GTA 5 with my cousins, so I ended up spending majority of the day doing that. But I am gonna do one thing that I've been wanting to do since the last Acura, so hopefully we can knock that out right now. So what we are doing is a light bar. Now, I've always wanted a light bar since my last Acura, and I just never got around to doing it. Finally got one, so we're gonna throw it on. I think this is a 20-inch, I'm not too sure. Ground power, very, very simple. So we're gonna try to get this mounted and wired up today, and hopefully it doesn't take me that long to do it. I gotta pop off the front bumper and see where I can mount it to, because there's obviously no brackets, and then we're gonna go from there. Thank God the clouds have came out for a second, that is. Anyways, so far I've already found out that my engine bay is incredibly dirty. I figured out what wires that I'm going to be using to trigger it temporarily until I get my switch panel jumping off, which will be in the near future. One of my high beams don't work. Now, I don't know why. I don't know if it's the actual bulb itself or the wiring. So I'm just gonna tap into the high beam wires and use the light bar as a light, in theory, because it is just a positive and a negative, and the same thing for a high beam is going to be positive and negative. So all I'm doing is tapping into that, and we're going to use that instead. So I already got the bumper off. All I need to do now is go to Home Depot, get some brackets, some self-tapping screws, and we're going to screw this thing on. So I went to Home Depot, went and got my weapon of choice, which is going to be this. It's not my ideal end game, but until I know somebody who can bend aluminum and dimple die, we're gonna use this. Little Johnny right here, it already comes with holes. All we gotta do is grind it. I got chrome bolts. I didn't get regular bolts, I got chrome bolts, just 2 of them. So we'll see how fast or how efficiently I can get this installed. It is 4th of July, so I do plan on robbing somebody for their barbecue. So we'll see. I might just take my mom's home, because I mean, they are barbecuing here, but I need food for the week, so who knows who I'm gonna pull up on. Okay, so far what I've done is I got these 2 pieces cut in half, well, 1 piece cut in half, and then I rounded out the tops just to look more presentable. Now later on I'm gonna go back and paint these probably black. I want to do the stuff that goes underneath here. I want to do the whole front end like that, so these will get painted as well. Now what I need to do is measure these, so where it's centered, so probably around like right here, bolt them up and then wire them up, and that's it for the light bar install. Okay, the install is complete. Fab work or whatever, the wiring is all done. My headlights have been on for about 20 minutes. So if anything was gonna catch fire now, it would have done it already. Not saying that I don't know my wires, I'm just saying sometimes the parts that you get don't really work the first time that you get them. It's wired up, it's mounted up. Let's see if we can get you guys, it's in there on a sneak, so you can kind of barely see it, but it's definitely in there. Like I said, it's temporarily wired to my high beams. I've had this car for some time now, but I haven't been able to go through and really clean up all the wires on it. Everything except one headlight works. So when I do have the time and the space to just take it apart, clean up the wires, I will do so. Wire my toggle switch, because I like toggle switches, and once I figure out where I'm gonna put that, I'm gonna do that. And then that's where the light bar is actually going to be wired up to. But for now, it's wired up to the high beams, which isn't a bad idea, which isn't a bad trigger for the lights, but that's where it's wired up right now. So I'm going to wait until nightfall and then show you guys the visibility at night. But as for now, that is it, and it is done. It's nighttime. You guys probably can't see me, but that's how she looks. That's the headlights on. That's a light bar on. I actually love it at night. It actually looks pretty great. Yep. Inside. That's off. That's on. That is awesome. So this wraps up 4th of July. I'm going home. As always, thanks for watching. Subscribe, hit the like button, do what you gotta do. But I'm gone.